What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another banger on the Reno Live channel. Today, we are going to be reacting to how does the Kawhi Leonard trade change the NBA. And I'm not gonna lie, this video is an absolute banger. So make sure y'all watch to the end. If y'all go on to enjoy this video, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Help us hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the summer. And if y'all want to see all this content live, make sure y'all go check out the Twitch. Just go check it out real quick. And without further ado, enjoy the video. The Kawhi trade changes everything, chat. This video about to go over the Kawhi Leonard trade and see how crazy it was. Let's jump right into it.
Kawhi back to Toronto changes everything in the Eastern Conference.
Facts.
Last year, the Raps were not only
Facts.
a 5 seed, but took the Cavs to 7 games. Now they get Kawhi back at the peak of his powers.
And they
no
might
joke,
win a chip
Kawhi
now.
hasn't
And they
looked
might
this
win a chip
elite
now.
and healthy since he left the Raptors in 2019 as
Left the Raptors at his peak, coming back to the Raptors in his peak. Come on now.
the best player in the
Come on
world.
now.
Oh, it's just a contract here. Who cares? You don't think he's
No.
motivated now? This is gigantic.
might win a
So
chip.
the deal is the
might win a
Raptors
chip.
get Kawhi
Yup.
for Brandon Ingram,
Yup.
Grady Dick,
Yup.
a 2031 and
mad
2033
picks. Yup.
unprotected first, 2027 swap, and 2 second-round picks. That is a ton of picks for a 35-year-old, often injured Kawhi, even if he
But a 35-year-old who's about to win you a championship. Come on
is
now.
playing well.
Come on now,
Clippers
come on now,
also
come
get
on now.
Brandon Ingram, who's an all-star in his prime.
True.
But the message is clear. This is a win-now move for Toronto. Clippers building for the
True.
future. Raps must see a
True.
window. A different champion every year since they won in 2019. Now is their chance.
True,
but how
true,
close
true.
are they actually after this trade? Well, Toronto now contenders above Miami and Detroit in the Eastern Conference. Below the Knicks, Cavs, and Pacers getting Tyrese Halliburton back.
Yeah.
Celtics can move up depending on how their offseason shakes out. But the Raps are
Sixers.
able to keep
Sixers can
talent
move
out
up
of this
with
deal.
Jaylen Brown
like
now.
RJ Barrett still on the team.
Yeah,
Colin
true.
Murray Boyles for
True.
a pick-heavy win-now package. Kept all their most important players for a deep playoff run in the East. Now they have the
True.
exact thing they were missing in the playoffs. A
Kawhi
go-to scorer.
Not a go-to scorer. The thing they were missing in the playoffs was a Kawhi Leonard.
And they
Come
get
on now.
one without sacrificing defense. Because sometimes you get a guy who's a certified bucket, but he's small, Jalen
True.
Brunson. No energy for defense, Luka Doncic. Kawhi,
True.
the whole package. But why did he choose the Raptors? Reports said
True. That's a
multiple
good point.
teams would have paid him
That's
his
a good
max
point.
extension, but he wanted the Raps. Why?
Because-
Was it to escape
he's the
legal
GOAT.
trouble, get out of the U.S.? No, I'm
No.
kidding. There's extradition. But the optimistic
No.
view is Kawhi fell in love with the people and city of Toronto and
I think that he genuinely just loves Toronto. He wanted to go back and play ball one more time before he retires.
can
not
finally
one more
see
time, but a
himself
couple more
retiring there. The cynical
That's
view
literally
is,
what I just
well,
said.
the Raptors, one of the
Literally
few
what I
teams
just
who
said.
let him run the show. More
Facts.
diva behavior from Kawhi incoming. Because people forget, but his load management in that one regular season was a problem in the locker room. Was forgot
Yeah.
because of the championship.
Yeah.
But Raps pampered Kawhi. But he left for LA, who finally turned the page on the Kawhi disaster. What
Yeah.
a horrible
The
6
claw.
years for a cursed franchise.
The
He's
claw.
signing probably the biggest nightmare star of any NBA team. First, the PG trade was awful, sending SGA and a boatload of
Facts. Like, what even happened with this, bro?
picks to create
Genuinely,
a champion
what
in
even
OKC.
happened
But
to
it should
this?
really be called the PG Kawhi trade because they were a package deal. That's on Kawhi too. Then he took Diva to a whole other level. Uncle Dennis had a list of demands: private jets, a no-show sponsorship deal that was
Wow.
basically free money. The Clippers had to hire members of Kawhi's staff. He wanted to skip media and community events, really? They allowed him to live in San Diego and commute via helicopter, made the team break
Wow.
NBA rules on injury transparency to the media, but most of
What?
all, on the court.
I didn't even know
a
about any of
gigantic
that.
disappointment. Kawhi played in just 60% of games as a Clip because of
Ooh.
injury and load management. But
I
with
didn't
the
know that
aspiration
either. I did
scandal,
not know that
LA
either.
wanted to turn the page, which is why the Spurs said hell no. News leaked that
Yeah,
Kawhi would only
true.
re-sign Toronto or San Antonio,
True.
but the Spurs killed a bidding war immediately. Didn't even consider bringing Kawhi into their locker room. Not worth it.
Yeah,
By the
low
way,
key,
Steve
that's
Ballmer
valid, though.
confirmed
That's valid,
was
though.
bluffing. Didn't put up much of a fight to keep Kawhi this time. I'm not saying this was all on Kawhi. The Clips shared just as much of the blame,
Yeah,
but the whole
I
thing
agree.
was a mess. Now,
I
before we
agree.
talk about what's next for the Clippers, why would the Raps Raptors want that guy back in their building.
Yeah, true.
Because
though.
for all the drama,
True.
Toronto has only won a single playoff series since Kawhi left summer of 2019 and missed the playoffs 4 of the last 6 years.
That is bad looks for Toronto since trading their star, bro.
So
that
all you had to give up was Dick, Picks, and Brandon Ingram?
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Dick Picks? What the fuck is you talking about, bro? Hello?
No offense, but B.I. was the ideal player to give up. Now, he was an all-star last year in his prime at 28.
Give him up,
and
bro.
he was a gigantic reason that Toronto won 46 games, returned to the playoffs.
I ain't gonna lie,
but
bro.
he was
Give
also
him up.
probably the biggest reason they lost in the playoffs to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Banged up Ingram averaged just 12 points on 32% shooting.
No.
That kills a team.
Facts.
So not only is having Kawhi in that series a win into the second round,
Facts.
but he raises their ceiling overall to contend for a championship. Because so
agree.
far, regressing in the
I
playoffs
agree.
has now become a theme in Brandon Ingram's career. Honestly, the Raptors have been quietly building for years to this moment. In the front court now, Kawhi and Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes is a dog. That's 2020 Montvert. That's Caden now, bruh.
The most
Caden
physical,
now.
scary two-way duo in the league when healthy. Center, unfortunately, a weakness. Jakob Poeltl is past his prime, kind of a plodding center who's not elite at anything, which would be fine if he
I
didn't
feel
make
like he'd be
so
good.
much money.
I feel like he'd be
Almost
good.
$30 million per year might be one of the worst contracts in the NBA.
Yeah,
Backcourt,
true.
not elite. Bottom line, Toronto doesn't have a guard who can both create at a high level and check the
Now
other
they
team's
do.
best guard on defense.
Now they do.
RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly. Not the best pair, but you could do a lot worse.
I
But
agree.
youth, not only do they have Colin Murray Boyles, but
True.
Jamal Shed,
True.
Kobe Walter
True.
looked good. So Raptors
All of them did look good this year. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. They all did
are
look
not
mad good
a
this
perfect
year.
team, but a far better squad than they were before this trade. They do this because Kawhi wants to be there, good vibes from 2019, and they lacked exactly what he brings in the playoffs. An elite clutch scorer
An elite Kawhi Leonard. That's all you need to say. Just an elite claw, you could even say.
who creates his own shot and brings it defensively.
Yeah.
All that's left is to sign that 2-year, $120 million max extension
Yeah.
and pray he stays healthy. Because,
Facts.
by the way, people think of
Facts.
load management and diva with Kawhi.
$100 million. I didn't even think about that. That's a lot of money. $120 million is a lot of money.
Why? When you actually look at what he's accomplished, it's staggering.
Facts.
Named as one of the NBA's top 75 players all time, 2 NBA titles, 2 Finals
Yeah.
MVPs, 2
Wait, 2x NBA. Oh, because he won that one. Yeah, nah, I got
Defensive
that, I got
Players
that,
of the
I got
Year,
that, I got that, I got that.
All NBA 7 times. You could cut that career in half, still be a first ballot Hall of Famer. So what's
Wow.
next for the Clippers?
That's
Honestly,
insane.
this is one of the most impressive rebuilds we have seen in a long time.
I agree.
Due to the Paul George and James Harden trades, Clips had no way to build through the draft next 3 years. They owe swaps to OKC and Philly, plus an
Ooh.
unprotected first to Philly in 2028. But despite that, the front office did a complete overhaul. Look at the difference in this roster over just the last 5 months.
Damn, that is a big difference in the rosters over the last 5 months. Wow.
The roster on the left is from February 1st of this
Wow.
year. The current roster on the right. 4 new impact players, including
Wait,
all-stars
that's
Brandon Ingram,
insane.
Darius Garland, number 5 overall pick Keaton
That is
Wagler, and
insane.
guys in their 20s for the future.
The Clippers
they
are
shipped out a
low-key
lot of
looking
old
like-
injury guys like Kawhi. And let Paul George go at the exact right moment. People don't give them
This
enough
is
props
actually
for this.
good for the
like
Clippers,
PG walks for
low-key.
nothing in free agency, which is normally a dumb move. But the wheels completely
Like,
fell off
low-key, this is
the
a good
moment
move for
he
the
lands in
Clips.
Philly. A genius play by Lawrence Frank in that front office. But
I
Kawhi
agree.
probably should never have left the Raptors in the first
Facts.
place. The year
This is facts. He should never have left
he went
the
to
Raptors.
LA in 2020, Toronto was still just a game away from the East Finals without Kawhi that next season. Imagine
Yeah.
what could have been. Well, now at
Facts.
least we get to see if there's one more run with a much
I think
different
so.
and younger supporting cast up north.
I think
but
so.
This is the craziest offseason we have had in a long time.
Facts.
Not only was Giannis
Facts.
traded, then
Giannis
LaMelo,
traded.
now
Melo
Kawhi,
traded.
and LeBron
Kawhi
is next.
traded.
Man officially
Bron
says
coming
he's
to-
playing next year, but not with the Lakers.
Bron is going to be coming to the Warriors whether y'all like it or not. But look, chat, I know it was a little short reaction video, but I do hope y'all all enjoyed the video. If y'all went on to enjoy, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.